like to call to order the 49th meeting of the 40th Council, September 9th. And first order of business is a moment of reflection. Thank you. Next order of business is additions and approval of the agenda. Moved by Councillor Johnson, seconded by Councillor Martin. Resolved that the agenda for the 49th meeting of the 40th Council be approved as amended. In favor? Carried. Next is disclosure of pecuniary interest and the general nature thereof. It can be declared now or any time during the meeting. Seeing none, we'll move on to minutes of the previous meeting. A move by Councillor Martin, seconded by Councillor Johnson. Resolved that the minutes of the Committee of the Whole meeting held August 26th, 2024 be received and filed. In favor? Carried. Next is moved by Councillor Johnson, seconded by Councillor Martin. Resolved that the minutes of the in-camera meeting held August 26, 2024 be adopted as written. In favor? Carried. And lastly, moved by Councillor Martin, seconded by Councillor Johnson. Resolved that the minutes of the 48th meeting of the 40th Council being held August 26, 2024 be adopted as written. In favor? Carried. You'll have the minutes in front of you. Is there any matters arising out of these minutes anyone would like to discuss? Seeing none, we will move on. We have no delegations. And next is administration and employee relations. Moved by Councillor Martin, seconded by Councillor Johnson. Resolved that bylaw number 28-24, being a bylaw to appoint acting mayor, be read a first, second, and third time and finally passed. Any discussion? In favor? Carried. Next is bylaw number 29-24. Moved by Councillor Johnson, seconded by Councillor Martin. Resolved that bylaw number 29-24, being a bylaw to appoint signing officers, be read a first, second, and third time and finally passed. Any discussion? In favor? Carried. Thank you. And next is bylaw number 30-24. Moved by Councillor Johnson, seconded by Councillor Martin. Resolved that bylaw number 30-24, being a bylaw to amend Schedule A, Finance and Administration for the Fees bylaw number 16-12, be read a first, second, and third time and finally passed. Any discussion? In favor? Carried. And once again, I'd like to thank Clerk Bates and Deputy Clerk Fraser for stepping up and doing that for us. Next is in camera. Okay, we will be moving in camera, so this will close this portion of the meeting. We will not be returning from in camera. Moved by Councillor Shine, seconded by Councillor McQuay. Resolve that Council and Committee proceed in camera in order to address a matter pertaining to a proposed or pending acquisition or disposition of land by the municipality, advice on a subject from a solicitor-client privilege, including communications necessary for that purpose. We will be moving, we will be, oh, yes. Oh. All in favor? Thank you, Sue. It's not clear. It's not clear. Next is moved by Councillor Martin, seconded by Councillor Johnson. Resolved that this meeting do now adjourn. In favor? Carried.